We are here as part of the 4IR interviews with Jamil Qureshi, human development psychologist. He's been with the best in the world from a sporting perspective in some of the biggest companies in the world to help them develop and transform into new organizations. So we're going to get started, Jamil, with a few of our quick questions. Let's get going with number one. What does business transformation mean to you?
I think business transformation is really about people transformation more so than business. And what I mean by that is that all behaviours and all actions come from our thinking. So for anyone to change an action or behaviour in the business and make it more future relevant and future literate, they have to change the thinking in the business first.
Yep.
So the precursor to all behaviours and actions is mindset and attitude. So business transformation for me is about leaders making emotional connectivity, a sense of purpose, a sense of belonging, a creation of a community with a purpose to drive sustainable success in the future for its customers, for its clients. And I think that purpose maximisation will always drive profit maximisation. So the more leaders can create this community with a purpose, more so than an organisation seeking profit, the better. The business transformation for me is all about aligning people's strategies to future relevant business strategies.
Finding the why. Thank you. We're back with Jamil Qureshi, one of the best around. Jamil, what do you feel it takes for an organisation to transform through the challenges to be competitive in the fourth industrial revolution?
I think the future demands us to be different. I always say that we can't trust the future to anyone who champions the past. The key with all of this is to challenge ourselves and challenge other people in regard to the world in which we're living in, or believe that we're living in. So I think for transformation to take place, to ensure that the company is sustainably successful in a changing world, pace of change internally must match the pace of change externally. That's an agile, open-minded organisation which creates communities based upon deploying resource to opportunity, deploying thinking to strategy, and that strategy which is changeable to make sure it's aligned to customer needs.
Great, thank you. We're back here with Jamil Qureshi. Jamil, if you could start with a clean sheet of paper, your own company, what kind of culture would you install in that organisation?
That's a very good question, isn't it? I think that it's all about creating a community with a purpose. What I mean by that is that at the moment communities are outperforming hierarchies and bureaucracies when it comes to maximising human performance. So the closer we can get our organisations to allow knowledge to become a new asset class within them, people to be sharing and connecting, making sure they're interacting in a way which is relevant to future success, the better. So I would ensure an organisation that formed communities, moved away from hierarchy and bureaucracy, an organisation that realised our sustainable competitive advantage comes from learning, make sure it's a learning culture, and to make sure it's a knowledge sharing company too. So the more that we can allow ideas to flow, knock into each other, and become bigger and better than what we can achieve on our own, the more successful we can become. I think that when it comes to ideas, one and one does make one. You put two drops of water together, it makes one drop of water. Ideas are the same, ideas are networks. The more that we can allow ideas to work together, particularly in the context of creating value for customer, better organisational culture we've got.
Absolutely. Customer-centric, collaborative ideas.
Yes.
Fabulous. We're back here with Jamil Qureshi. Jamil, if we look at an organisation, how do we encourage people to worry less about what others think, start to move greater at speed, learn by failure, and just improve overall?
It's a good question, isn't it? That because many organisations still aren't embracing failure in the way in which they should. So failure is part payment towards success. The price of success is always paid in full and in advance. And I think that it's a really important point. I think sports people probably know better than business people. You don't get to number one in the world and then start making mistakes. All the mistakes are made beforehand to allow you to achieve number one. So I think that having some protocols in the business, there's an organisation I'm working with at the moment who say it's better to be wrong than slow. And there's another one who says ready, fire, aim. And I think that having protocols as a way of thinking, which enables a way of doing, probably the way to get people to think in the context of accepting failure. Many organisations won't celebrate their failures. It's important to do so because we're closer to success. And I think that people can fail, it doesn't make them a failure. People can make mistakes, it doesn't make them a mistake. And as leaders and business owners, we need to detach the action from the person to enable the best learning to take place when people do make these mistakes and do indulge in failures. So if we can create a culture based upon learning from failure, we have more opportunity to understand what's right about our business and the way forward.
Absolutely. Great, thank you.